What's up, chat? Today we're going to be doing the most useless toll road in the country, I-185, aka the Southern Connector. So let's get started. Just a reminder that you get 2 free requests for a video. Here's the map of I-185. It kind of just runs through the Greenville suburbs and it acts as a southern beltway, but I-185 is usually easier to take, or I-85 in general. But it's not really their fault, it's because of historical reasons. I-185 was supposed to go where I-85 is today, and I-85 was supposed to go for downtown, but the revolts kind of ruined this thing, so yeah. And anyways, back to the map. The blue segments are the free portions of 185. The northern free segment is just up the I-85 from the northern terminus, and then the little blue stub in the right side of I-185 is for the exit of South Carolina 417. Going east first, we start here at this light, and we are immediately concurrent with US 29. Here we meet this very old sign for US 25 and South Carolina 20, and South Carolina 20 has Piedmont, but US 25 is nothing. I'd say sign Asheville here for US 25 or Traveler's Rest, since we meet US 25 again, and it heads south toward Greenwood, so it only makes sense, honestly. Here we meet I-85, which is signed for Spartanburg and Atlanta, and US 29 will be leaving us to join it. And now we begin our toll road segment as we meet South Carolina 153, and it goes to Easley. Here, from South Carolina 153, we get signed for Columbia, which I think is the right choice. We meet South Carolina 20 again as the Piedmont Highway, and here we meet US 25 as Augusta Road, and it is signed for Greenwood. I think it's pretty interesting how we meet South Carolina 20 and US 25 twice. Going on the US 25 here, we can see that we're signed for Greenville, Atlanta, Spartanburg, and Columbia. It's a lot of stuff we got there, but I like it. And also, the Spartanburg Columbia sign that you see on the bottom left, I forgot to take a close-up picture of that sign like a couple months ago, and I'm still mad about it. Just a random story, but instead of actually taking a picture, I ran under pressure, just slapped the sign and ran like an idiot. It's something I still regret to this day, but maybe my handprint's still there. Here we get a mileage sign for I-385, at least use the shield SU dot please, and Columbia. But I am surprised they didn't put Malden on here. Also, I want to mention here that these toll plazas are the most old school things I've ever seen in my life. SU dot, can we at least have automatic tolls like the one on the left lane, just have more of those? It'll save us the trouble. Here we meet I-385 southbound, which is signed for Columbia, and Neely Ferry Road, which is actually US 276, but there's no shield here unfortunately. And US 276 goes to Malden. They should have decided Malden here, to be honest. Kinda like the Florida Turnpike situation back in the I-95 video, we heavily parallel I-385 for a bit. And here we get an end shield as we merge onto northbound I-385. Let's turn around. Here we have a super small free segment as we split off from I-385. And it is for South Carolina 417, and it's signed for Simpsonville, while we are signed for Atlanta. But first, let's get to the other side of the interchange for a second. And here, from this side of the interchange, we see US 276, the start of it anyway, which is signed for Malden. And here we actually get a line for Anderson, so that's interesting, but cool. We meet US 25, which is signed for Greenwood, and northbound sign is Augusta Road. Surprised they didn't sign like a district off of South Carolina 291, which continues straight for US 25, or just something off of US 25, like the airport. Here's where we meet South Carolina 20 as a Piedmont Highway. And this time as we meet South Carolina 153, we see Clemson as a new line, and also is signed to take you to US 123, so that's nice. Here we meet I-85, which is signed for Atlanta and Spartanburg, and we begin our free segment. Here we meet US 25 again, but there's no South Carolina 20 sign this time. And it is signed as Whitehorse Road, and it's signed for Traveler's Rest, which is the right choice. And as we end here at this light again, US 29 will continue without us, and if you heat straight, it'll take you toward I-385 southbound. Alright chat, I hope you enjoyed this video of the Southern Connector, the most useless toll road in America, aka I-180 is the toll road. And yeah, I'll see y'all on US 123 and 321 rebooted.